Good morning, I'm Tom Spellman with Dave Wilson Nursery. This morning we're at the South Coast Field Station Extension and Research Center, and we're in the avocado collection. And this is Julie Frink, one of my old friends and one of the curators of the avocado collection. Julie, we'd like to see some interesting and unusual varieties today. What can you show us?
Well, let's start right here where we are. This is the NIM Leo avocado. This avocado came to California about 1912 to 15, I'm not sure the exact date, by Popenoe, who brought a lot of Guatemalan varieties in. And so this is a very historic variety, but it's also a very good variety.
Tell me, for a variety that's been here now for almost 100 years, and it's a beautiful looking piece of fruit, is there some reason that this never really became commercially acceptable?
I don't know, other than the fact that generally it's quite large, and I think the marketers like a smaller avocado.
Right, so this may be just something that's a little too large to properly ship.
Yes, so the tree can get large, so it's a good variety to have at home. But as far as I know, no nurseries sell this.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on the market.
But it's a nice variety. I have it in my yard.
Excellent, and it looks like a beautiful fruit too.
Yes.
Nice cannonball.
Nice. I think of this as our Thanksgiving fruit because every year at Thanksgiving I have these out. I cut them, put some salsa in the middle, and have them around for dip.
Oh, that sounds delicious. And you know, that's a good time for nice quality avocados too, because typically the market varieties in November aren't that great.
It's a Guatemalan variety, and these take 18 months on the tree. And by doing that, it works fine because the skin is so thick that I can use it as a bowl. So that's where I got the idea of just to have the half avocados around the house with the salsa in the middle, and there you go.
Very nice. I'm coming to your house for Thanksgiving.
What we have here is a Mexican variety. This one happens to be G6. It looks very much like the Mexicola, which is about as typically Mexican as you can get. This is 100% Mexican. It's small. It has a smooth skin. Only has to be on the tree about 8 months.
9 months.
9 months to be ready. Has an anise flavor. The leaves, if you crush them and smell them,
real licorice anise kind of flavor.
Licorice anise, and the leaves actually can be used for seasonings or for tea, whereas the Guatemalan varieties are toxic. If you think of mushrooms, how some you eat,
some you don't. Yeah.
You can use the Mexican leaves, and you can not use Guatemalan leaves.
Right.
And you can smell them if you want to know the difference. They're very different.
I remember a few years back when I was with Laverne Nursery, we were using G6 as a rootstock because
that's what it is.
Yeah, they had actually said that it had some resistance to Phytophthora.
Oh,
So, but you know,
it's tasty fruit.
It is a tasty fruit. I've eaten many of them.
Skin and all.
Right,
and
real thin skin, nice flavor.
Yeah, it's nice.
What variety do we have here?
This is Queen, but this is very immature. This is going to be ready in July of next year. How many months is that?
Yeah, we're 9 months away.
9 months away, but it will be big and it will be black. It will be very big. This one is the one that when we have it at the fair on display, everybody just can't believe it.
I've seen it at the fair. It's enormous.
Avocado. But the thing in the front is a cuke, and that is a avocado that has not been fully pollinated.
Right.
They think, the last I heard was they think there's a defect in the pollen tube, and so the pollination starts enough to start an avocado, but not enough to build a seed.
Right, so these being non-pollinated, and I've seen them many times before on Fuerte, if you cut these open, they're actually still edible, but they're small seed cavity, but no seed.
That's correct.
And they won't get any larger than that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And some varieties cuke all over the place, like Fuerte.
Fuerte's real
and
typical.
Queen, if you look around this tree, you'll find a lot of fruit that will be huge next year, but you also you find out quite a few cukes too.
Yeah.
So this tends to do this, and this little Mexican avocado that we looked at earlier tends to cuke too. And others like Hass, I've seen one cuke on Hass in 20 years.
Yeah, very seldom.
Very seldom happens in some varieties. But yes, they are seedless and they taste just like the non-seedless fruit.
And this variety's been in the collection for a long time?
We grafted this in just a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we got this budwood from one of the nurseries.
Wonderful.
Here we have some Fuerte trees. Now, if you'll notice, the Fuerte trees go out spreading wide. These are just very typical. They have big, low limbs that go all over the place. They take out more room than any of our other trees because they spread out. This is not ready yet, but it will be ready. I would not pick it before probably February.
February, yeah.
So it's got a way to go. But it's a very nice fruit. Tends to have a large seed.
Yeah.
Was commercial in the 30s and 40s and 50s, I think.
Most popular variety.
Most popular variety, and still everybody likes it. Not a one of them goes to waste.
Well, I have to tell you, Julie, that Fuerte is a special variety for me. It brings me back to some of my earliest childhood memories of fruit trees in general. My grandmother had a big Fuerte in her yard, and I used to climb around that tree and just be amazed by all those crazy alligator pears hanging up there in the tree, and some of my earliest memories of eating guacamole and fresh avocados, come from right out of that tree.
They're a good variety for a family that has a bunch of boys that like to climb trees.
Absolutely, it was a great tree to play in.
They're the best playing in trees, but they do take a lot of room. And they are pretty alternate. We'll get a good crop one year, and then we'll not get
a light crop or nothing the next year, yeah. So tell me about this variety, Julie. This is one I've had experience with in the past, but until I came back into contact with you guys, I never realized how good it does in California.
This is the Charwill, or sometimes called Kona Charwill, and I totally love this tree.
Yeah.
It has gorgeous skin against the skin. The flesh color is dark green. It peels. The seed is not that large. These are not ready. These are going to be ready next March,
right.
April or May. We've picked all the current crop, and nothing ever goes to waste because everybody here loves this tree. I think this is just one of the tastiest going, and I would not have a yard without having a Charwill tree in it.
Yeah, I definitely have to put one of these in. It's also a really handsome tree. The foliage is beautiful.
It's a nice tree, and it's not huge.
Yeah.
This is just a fantastic variety.
Yeah, well, I had some fruit from you guys last spring, and I just loved it. So this is on my list to put in, definitely.
Yeah, you gotta have a Charwill tree. Oh, what we have here is a variety that is in the West Indian race of avocados. It's actually not a full West Indian, but it's mostly West Indian.
Okay.
And you could tell because, we'll just pick one. It has a very smooth skin like the Mexican.
A very light color.
And they even will get very reddish. Mm-hmm. And there's a friend of mine from Brazil, and he's shown me pictures of their red avocados. What they are is a West Indian race. Mm-hmm. And they're smooth. And in the tropics, they take about 6 or 7 months to go from tiny fruitlet to full fruit. But they are the ones we consider watery.
Right. Real, let's say mild flavor.
Yes, and they like them in milk, or not, well, I guess milk.
Sure, in shakes.
Shakes and that sort of thing, because they tend to be sweet and without very much oil.
I've had West Indian avocado ice cream.
Oh, okay. But that's what you see, the smooth skin. Now, these are very young, and they will get a lot larger, right. But we have to show you what we have. So that's the West Indian, big, large, smooth, olive green to reddish, and very low oil content, and not very long on the tree.
Right.